Producing a really full sound is super difficult when you only have a few tracks in your song. Yet Finneas is able to do this time and time again. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at how he does just this by remaking Only a Lifetime by Finneas in 1 hour. I'll also be remaking How It Ends real soon, so be sure to subscribe to see that one as well. And as always, you can download the final Logic Pro project for free down below. Stopwatch, 3, 2, 1, go! Let's find the key and the BPM. I'm unprepared for my loved ones to be gone. Don't waste the time you have waited for time to pass. That's the key of D major. To find the BPM, let's click along to the track. It's only a lifetime, it's only a while. Oh, such a cool line. The BPM is 6/8 time and 78 beats per minute. You can click on the signature here to change the BPM. 4 minutes, 58 seconds. Not too bad because the key will help us find the chords, which we'll figure out as we record using the lab Spitfire Audio soft piano. So in the verse, our piano sounds like I'm on D7 to G7 to F sharp slash CA to E minor to A major 7. Oh, that's a tricky one. And our piano in the chorus, don't waste your D on G, F sharp to E, D, C sharp, B, so E minor, A minor, A7, D, C sharp, and then to B. I think we got it. That piano is quite tricky, but it's so beautiful. Finneas back at it again. What a man. What a mighty good man. So let's fix some notes. Command A to select all the notes, and we're going to strengthen the quantize maybe like 50%, and it should bring everything a little bit more in time. Functions, MIDI transform, fix velocity, but we change fix to max. 113 should be good max. Duplicate that chorus out once and make sure this last chord before the second time round is still a D major. Don't waste it. Yes, seems like progress to me. Command S to save. We're going to use some stereo spread, short, and long reverb. And we've got a beautiful piano. Gorgeous. 22 minutes, 14 seconds. It is probably the most important part, but wow, that took too long. New track, software instrument, ES1 mono. Factory default, we go synth bass, sub bass. And we're going to follow the chords with the sub bass and put it in time. So D to G, and just follow the chords along. A few small mistakes there, but easily fixed. We need our low frequencies to be consistent. Command A, functions, fix velocity. This time fix 100, select and operate. Q to quantize with strength 100, shift backslash, and that makes sure all the notes runs to the next note, so they're all legato between each other. I'm going to go to the chorus. Command T to cut that MIDI in half, so then I can command or duplicate that across the second half of the chorus, and then make the slight changes. A to open up automation, click a point, click another point, drag that down. We're actually going to turn down the bass a good bit. Lovely. A to close it back up. Option C to open up our colors, and we'll give our bass a red color. And we're going to EQ some high end out of it to give it some warm body. Frequencies below 130. The anger you felt as a child. That is so nice. Yup, Finneas. 26 minutes, 58 seconds. Pretty fast that. There's still hope. Here we go. Contact stereo, Spitfire Audio's ensemble. You could use any string library for this. So the texture strings sound like, let's hold it. D. I'm pretty sure it ends on an F sharp, E, D. Other than that, it's really hard to hear. So I'm kind of just guessing and trying to follow my ear. It's such a beautiful production. Bass, piano, vocals, and then texture. So lots of reverb, imaging, stereo spread, stereo. F sharp, E, D. A to open up automation, and we'll fade that as well, just like we did the sub bass. Color it orange. 29 minutes, 20 seconds. It's hard to know how much time to spend on this texture. So let's keep going. Create a new software instrument, select retro synth stereo, make the attack longer, and we can high cut it even more. Long reverb on that. Also just carefully EQ out some of the lows. Keep that for the sub bass. That follows the chord D or G, F sharp, E. Just about got there. I was struggling to remember the chords half the time. Q to quantize that, shift, backslash, shorten, and now all the notes are going to elongate until the next chord. Sounds great. And now we need to make sure we have it bouncing, so side chaining with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, it works. Very good. So it does work with the 1/8 times. Super. And then we can turn it down. That's great. And with the side chain, it gives it a lovely bounce. Oh, and automate the end of that so it fades out at the end as well as the other instruments. And let's turn it down. If we put a tiny bit of saturation on that just to give it a bit more high octave presence might help. Saturn 2. Or maybe it's worth trying Extra Records OTT. Yeah, adds a little something something, I think. Command S to save, and we'll color the texture blue. Maybe we have a nicer blue. That blue. Nice. 37 minutes, 14 seconds. Not too bad. It'll all come down to the vocals, I think. New software instrument. Great. Let's throw some reverb on the electric piano that comes up automatically. Needs more high end and long reverb and reverb on the track. Yeah, reverb everywhere. So in the verse we have love wants to become. Pretty sure that's it. Gonna quantize those Q, fix their velocity, keep them steady. And in the chorus, the G, F sharp, G, E, D, F sharp. And the last two notes we've E and then D. Q to quantize, MIDI transform, fix velocity. Nice and steady. And we can turn that way down now. And needs way more reverb. And let's add a B actually at the end, because I think it will be nice. Don't waste it. Yeah, with a nice low velocity. Very nice. Gorgeous. Gorgeous is right. 42 minutes, 52 seconds. Okay, I think we have time for creating one more software instrument, native instruments, contact stereo. Exhale. It's a vocal simulator, so you could technically sing this in if you wanted to. Let's open number 7, Merfolk. Filtered down so you don't hear much of the breathiness. Spread wide, nice and reverb. Perfect. Oh, and color the piano blue as well. So exhale has lovely long held notes that sound like D and off. Q to quantize those, fixed velocity. So it's just following the notes along. Adding in texture. I'm actually going to take out some of the low end so it doesn't get in the way of the piano and the sub bass. A to open up automation, and then we can fade it at the end as well, like the other synths. And we can throw in some of the short and long reverb, but a really small amount because it already has a natural reverb on it. Okay, that's starting to sound pretty cool. The difference a few layers of texture, even at very low levels, makes is insane. Oh, so cool. 46 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, we're back on track. It's time to do the most fun thing. Here we go. I'm going to record into Logic using my AKG 414. Let's start off with double vocals. First one, pan to the left. I'm unprepared for my loved ones to be gone. Ooh, a little bit pitchy, but not too bad. I think we can work with it, especially because it's a BV. Let's see if we have the Universal Audio pitch corrector. I've been meaning to give it a go. I got it on Cyber Monday for it's like 1/4 of the price or something. It's only a lifetime, that's not long enough. It's either so good I can't hear the improvements it's doing, or I sang it in tune. I'm going to presume it's doing an awesome job. Thank you, Autotune. I'm your biggest fan. 50 minutes, 15 seconds. Let's keep moving. Now double out the right. I'm way too often now. Worry way too much about mom. I think that autotune's actually doing a great job, in fairness to it. Put autotune onto the first so it tunes it before it goes through all the effects. Not gonna like it without any love. We'll turn those down a bit and long and short reverb. Progress. Second double vocal after 54 minutes, 30 seconds. 2 more to go. Low vocal, that's an octave down. Sing this in the chorus. Don't waste the time you have waiting for time to at the bottom of my range. Fade some of these tracks and we'll leave the breath for the lead vocal. Copy across the Antares autotune. Tiny bit of short reverb. Nearly there. 57 minutes, 20 seconds. Okay, one last vocal. Harmonies. At the right side first. Oh, not so sure. Copy across the autotune. Lots of reverb. Oh yeah. All the verb. At the other side. Oh, bit pitchy. I think we can work with it though. And on the very last line, so don't waste it, we're gonna get rid of all the BVs, just the lead vocal on its own. So move these back and fade. So don't waste it. Perfect. Fade them in and we're good to go. And that's time. Boom. Ooh, yeah. Oh, this track is so good. For the minute, it's my favorite off the album. It has a bit of everything from great pianos, vocals, and the wondrous texture that makes all the difference, even though it's not really in your face. So as always, you can download this free project down below. And if you've any further questions about what I did in this project or any other music making things, ask me in the comments below and I'll answer it on my podcast, which is called the Music Creative Podcast, which looks like that. And you can listen to it wherever you get your podcast usually. And shout out to you beautiful Patreon people who are helping me. Thank you guys. The real MVPs. All right, will we sing the lead vocal live? To be rude not to. Here we go. I'm unprepared for my loved ones to be gone. Call them way too often now. Worry way too much about mom. Don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime. That's only a while. It's not worth the anger you felt as a child. Don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime. That's not long enough. You're not gonna like it without it. Woo! Wow, this track is amazing. I love it so much. If you'd like to learn how to remake more Finneas tracks, click right there. We do love Finneas.